Surah Al-Jinn is one of the most powerful and mysterious chapters of the Holy Qur'an. Many Muslims wonder, why was this surah revealed? What incredible event led to its revelation? Today, we're going to uncover the secret behind Surah Al-Jinn, what happened on that fateful night, and the profound lessons Allah wants us to learn. Welcome to the Light of Islam 885. Surah Al-Jinn, the 72nd chapter, is unique. It's just one of the few places in the Qur'an where Allah allows us to hear directly from the jinn themselves. We hear their reaction to the Qur'an, what they felt, and how they instantly came to believe. This surah was revealed in Makkah, and its story begins during a critical and difficult time in the Prophet Muhammad's, peace be upon him, early mission. So, what was happening behind the scenes? Before Surah Al-Jinn was revealed, the jinn used to travel to the edges of the heavens. There, they would try to eavesdrop on the angels' conversations to steal fragments of information about the future, which they would then pass to fortune-tellers on earth. But one day, everything changed. Suddenly, the jinn found themselves being driven away from the skies by flaming meteors. Their access to the heavens was completely cut off. Confused and alarmed, they asked each other, "What is happening? Has something monumental occurred on earth?" Groups of jinn set out across the world, searching for an answer. It was during this search that an event took place that would change their existence forever. At this time, the Prophet Muhammad, peace be upon him, was returning from the city of Taif, his heart heavy with sadness from the harsh rejection he had just faced. On his journey back to Makkah, he stopped in the valley of Nakhla to pray the Fajr prayer. As he stood in prayer, he began to recite the Holy Qur'an. At that very moment, one of the groups of jinn who were searching for answers passed through that same valley. The moment they heard the words of the Qur'an, they froze. They were completely stunned and captivated. They whispered to one another, "Listen quietly to this." The sound, the powerful words, the divine message, it shook them to their very core. After the Prophet finished his recitation, the jinn immediately declared their faith. They said, "Indeed, we have heard a wondrous Qur'an. It guides to the right path, so we have believed in it." This powerful, instantaneous belief of the jinn is the direct reason why Allah revealed Surah Al-Jinn. So, what are the key reasons this surah was sent down? First, to confirm that jinn are real and accountable. Allah teaches us that jinn are a creation made from smokeless fire. They think they choose, they can believe or disbelieve, and just like humans, they will be judged on the Day of Judgment. Second, to show that the Qur'an's guidance is for all of creation. The Qur'an isn't just for humans. The moment the jinn heard it, they recognized its truth and believed without hesitation. This shows the absolute purity and power of Allah's message. Third, to expose the falsehood of fortune-telling. Before Islam, many people relied on soothsayers who claimed to know the future. Surah Al-Jinn made it clear that the jinn could no longer steal information from the heavens. This cut off the source for fortune-tellers, proving that their practice is based on lies and is forbidden in Islam. And fourth, this event served to strengthen the Prophet, peace be upon him, after the painful events of Taif. The belief of the jinn was a comforting sign from Allah, as if he was saying, "You are not alone. Even creations you cannot see believe in your message." So what are the lessons for us today? First, the Qur'an has a power that goes beyond our imagination. If its recitation can move the hearts of unseen beings like the jinn, imagine the effect it can have on our own hearts if we truly listen with sincerity and reflection. Second, never underestimate the power of your worship. The Prophet wasn't trying to preach to the jinn. He was simply praying to Allah, yet Allah caused his sincere recitation to reach the unseen world and guide them. Your sincere acts of worship can have an impact you may never even know about. And third, we must avoid fortune-tellers and anything related to magic. Surah Al-Jinn is a clear proof that no one except Allah knows the unseen. Trusting in anyone else for knowledge of the future is a grave mistake. In conclusion, Surah Al-Jinn was revealed to tell the miraculous story of a group of jinn who heard the Qur'an and then immediately embraced Islam. This surah is a timeless reminder of Allah's absolute power, the universal truth of the Qur'an, and the incredible reach of the Prophet's message. Here on the Light of Islam 885, we reflect on these powerful events to deepen our own faith and understanding. Thanks for watching. Don't forget to like, subscribe, and hit the notification bell for more enlightening content.